Hello and welcome to the Art House, where two plucky contestants compete for the golden opportunity to have their artwork displayed in the beloved TFT foyer. I'm your host, Kieran Dawson, and as an experienced art critic, I'm no stranger to judging creative masterpieces. Let's hope our first contestant has what it takes to win.
Hello and welcome to my humble abode.
Hi, I'm Josh and I'm a contemporary painter. I am more of an artiste, I guess, because I like to work a lot of the time with carrots. I really like working with Sharpies. They smell fantastic.
Here is my latest work. I like to use lots of colours in an abstract way to help mediate the realities of the real. Blue is my favourite colour. It's primary. That means it's one of the main colours.
I'm Josh Dwyer and I can't wait to win.
Well, we know his story. Now let's meet him for real. Welcome to the studio, Josh Dwyer. Josh, it is fantastic to meet you. Are you excited?
Very.
Well, that's fantastic. And let's see who you're going up against.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ben Butler. Please, come in. I got into art because on a flight, someone was dying, they called out for a doctor, I couldn't help. So as soon as I got off that flight, I became a doctor in art. And I'm saving people every day, physically, mentally, spiritually, artistically. I'm a really emotional person. This piece, called The Emotions of Green, explores the different emotions that the colour green could possibly feel. It's all about the green. If you don't like it, well, you're wrong, I'm a doctor. I'm gonna win this competition with surgical precision.
Let's see if he can make his competition green with envy. Welcome to the studio, Ben Butler. Ben, are you ready?
I'm very much ready, yes.
Absolutely marvelous. Okay, contestants, for the first round, you'll have to rise to the podium and answer a series of rapid-fire art-based questions in just 90 seconds. One correct answer equals one correct point to spend at our forfeit shop, where you can purchase items and challenges to make things a little trickier for your opponent in the final head-to-head painting round. Josh, are you ready?
Yes.
Step up to the podium. So, your time starts now. What country was Vincent van Gogh born in?
Holland?
Correct, the Netherlands. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci?
That is correct. The Mona Lisa, Leonardo's magnum opus, draws crowd in which famous European museum?
The Louvre?
Correct. The Lady Lever Art Gallery is in which English city?
York?
Incorrect, it's Liverpool. Which artist said everything you can imagine is real?
Picasso?
Correct. In which Italian city can Michelangelo's David be seen?
Florence?
Correct. Which English monarch did Holbein paint in 1536?
King Henry VIII?
That is correct. Who painted the Scream?
Norwegian guy. Pass.
What nationality was Picasso?
Spanish?
That is correct. Which English painter born in 1724 was famous for painting horses?
George Stubbs?
That is correct. Which painter cut half his ear off after a quarrel?
Vincent van Gogh?
That is correct. In which country was the French painter Marc Chagall born?
France?
Incorrect, it's Russia. In which city did Van Gogh paint Le Café de Nuit and La Maison Juan?
Paris?
Incorrect, Arles. Well, I'm afraid that is all the time you have, but you have got 9 points, which is very good. So if you could return to your seat. And Ben, are you now ready?
I am ready, yes.
Fantastic. Could you come on up here to the podium?
Yes.
So, your time starts now. Bowl of fruit, violin, and bottle is the work of which artist?
Pass.
Okay. The Uffizi Gallery is a museum in which European city?
Italy.
Not a city.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
The
yeah.
Angel of the North is the work of which British sculptor?
Oh dear, I'm gonna have to pass.
Okay. Vincent van Gogh painted a famous still life of which flowers?
Sunflowers.
Correct. What kind of art does Banksy make?
Graffiti.
That is correct. What color does yellow and blue make?
Green.
That is correct. Which art movement is Andy Warhol associated with?
Postmodernism.
No, it's pop art. Which artist is considered the father of Cubism?
Rubik.
Incorrect, Pablo Picasso. Which film is the art-related quote from Paint Me Like One of Your French Girls?
Titanic.
Correct. Name a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Donatello.
That is correct. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were named after painters of which era?
Renaissance.
That's correct. Which one of his ears did Van Gogh cut off?
His left one.
That is correct. In which century did Pablo Picasso live most of his life?
20th.
That is correct. What is the name of the 19th century art movement that Claude Monet is famous for?
Venice.
Impressionism. Incorrect. What nationality was painter Frida Kahlo?
Mexican.
Correct. Situated in New York, what does MoMA stand for?
Mama.
Incorrect. It's Museum of Modern Art. You also got 9 points. If you could return to your seat, please. After the first round, Josh and Ben both have 9 points, but that could all change as we move into round 2. For round 2, things heat up a bit further. The questions are trickier and the time is shorter, which is 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. As an extra twist, each correct answer is worth 2 points, but if you answer incorrectly, you lose a point. So you really need to be on top of your game if you want to be able to buy the best forfeits in the shop later. Josh, are you ready?
Yeah.
Please step up to the podium. Your time starts now. What art form is Japanese netsuke?
Print.
Incorrect, it's sculpture. Where in the United States would you find Washington's head 18 meters high?
In Washington.
Incorrect, Mount Rushmore. How is the painting La Gioconda also known as?
Pass.
What was the last painting Vincent van Gogh painted before he killed himself?
The sunflowers.
Incorrect, Wheatfield with crows. What are the patterns called which are applied to the hands of Indian women using henna?
Pass.
In the art style op art, what does op stand for?
Optical.
That is correct. A Russian woman was arrested in Paris in August of 2009 for throwing a cup of tea at which work of art?
The Mona Lisa.
That is correct. The Girl with a What
Pearl.
That is correct. The Kiss is an 1889 work by which French sculptor?
Ronin.
That is correct. Your time is up. You have 14 points. You may return to your seat. Ben, are you ready?
Yes.
Please come up to the podium. Your time starts now. In which century did Da Vinci paint The Last Supper?
18th.
Incorrect, the 15th. The creation of Adam is one of 9 scenes featured on the ceiling of which Roman landmark?
The Sistine Chapel.
That is correct. The bronze sculpture The Thinker was created by which French sculptor in the early 20th century?
Michelangelo.
Incorrect. Which Vincent van Gogh painting was an inspiration for the Don McLean song, Vincent?
Sunflowers.
Incorrect, Starry Night. The Aphrodite of Milos, the Greek statue believed to be the work of Alexandros of Anitikos, is better known by which name?
Pass.
Which famous artist, best known for striking and bizarre images in his surrealist work, was born in Figueres, Catalonia in May 1904?
Pass.
The complete name of the world-famous Greek sculpture completed in 450 BC is the Discobulus of blank.
Acropolis.
Incorrect, Myron. Well, that's all the time you have. You have 7 points. If you could return to your seat, please. So congratulations, Ben, your total is 7 points. And Josh, you have 14 points, which means you have the advantage going into the forfeit shop. Welcome back to the Art House, specifically our forfeit shop, where contestants can choose from this delectable section of forfeits to make things a bit trickier for their opponents in the final head-to-head painting round. Josh, you have 14 points, and Ben, you have 7. So, here are what you have to pick from. For 3 points, you can get 3 different paints which you can add to your sort of paint collection, or you could, and it's 3 points per paint, or you can make your opponent paint with either this broken brush or these spoons, and those are 3 points each. For 5 points, you can make your contestant wear oven mitts, or you can make them wear these boxing gloves, and those are for a minute each, and those are 5 points. And finally, in the 7-point section, you have the blindfold, in which your opponent is blindfolded for a full minute, or the handcuffs, in which they're handcuffed to the easel for a full minute. And Josh, with 14 points, you start. What would your first purchase like to be?
I would like the yellow paint, please.
The yellow paint. Well, here you go.
Thank you.
So that is, you now have 11 points. Ben, you have 7 points. What would you like to buy?
The boxing gloves,
The
please.
boxing gloves. Okay, that brings you down to 2 points. So this is your one and only purchase.
Yep.
You have 11 points, which means it's really just down to you. What would you like to buy?
I was surprised by the boxing glove choice. I'm gonna make Ben wear oven gloves.
Oven
please.
gloves. Okay, Ben. Here you go. So you get 6 points left, which means you can buy 2 things from there.
Tell you what, I'll give Ben some spoons.
All right. Gives you, here you go, Ben. You have some spoons, which you will paint for a full minute.
And could I take the green paint
Absolutely.
as well, please?
Add some more color to your painting. Here you go.
Thank you.
And so that means that Ben has he has to wear the oven mitts, and he has to paint with a spoon for a minute each. Josh has to paint with the boxing gloves for a minute, but he also has green and yellow. So, with the forfeits bought, it's time to head to the final round. Now, the final round, a head-to-head painting challenge. Our 2 contestants have just 5 minutes to paint a picture based on the theme I pull out of this beret, with my favorite of the 2 paintings being hung in the coveted position, TFTV's foyer. Now, Ben has his oven mitts on, and will be painting with black, blue, and red because he got no other paintings. Josh here has his boxing glove on, but will be painting with an extra green and yellow. So, the prompt is a rainy day. Your time starts now. So what is a rainy day? Because a lot of artists have tried to paint a rainy day, but are they going to go for a physical painting? Or are they going to kind of look about the ideas of how people feel on a rainy day, what causes a rainy day? It could just be about the ocean if they'd like. It's really up to them. And let's see what their approach is. So let's start with Ben. So Ben, how are you? Starting with the cloud, I see. Is that a cloud?
That is a cloud.
That is a cloud. All right, we've gone with a blue cloud because blue is rainy. What's the sort of plan you have for this?
Well, I've got a secret up my sleeve. This is going to look very just normal and bland, but towards the end, you may notice it might start to look a little bit different.
Ooh, I'm very excited. Now let's move on to Josh. Josh, what are you painting for us right now?
I'm painting a face that's gonna be
Okay.
sad. 'Cause it's raining.
Oh, it is a sad
outside.
face.
It's like a rainy day. You wake up
You
and-
can now take your gloves off, both of you. Here,
Okay.
I can hold this if you
Yeah,
would like. There we
thank
go. But start on the spoons, Ben. There you go. Can't forget. So it's gonna be a sad face?
A sad
A
face.
sad face,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see how Ben's making progress with his second forfeit. So Ben, what's it like painting with some spoons?
Well, I've done it before. I'm more accustomed to knives
Okay.
and forks.
Yes.
Usually soup spoons are my go-to, but
Alright.
the cheap plastic is not helping me.
So you can't really get the right spread with the plastic
Not
spoon.
really. It's
That's
a bit like a
shame.
palette knife, but it's a spoon, so
Yes.
a palette spoon, if you will.
So what are you trying to do here? Is
Well, I'm going to give the cloud some glasses in the minute that I have
Okay.
to give this cloud some glasses.
Well, that sounds like a good call. Let's see how Josh is doing with his sad man. How is your? Wow, that nose is really good. I appreciate that.
Struggling
so,
with a nose.
So what else are we? Are you just giving him some details, or are we going with a bit more?
Oh.
Those spoons can go off, Ben.
Okay.
So Ben's now moved on to an actual paintbrush with no forfeits. So making good use of his colors here. Ooh, going with some finger painting. I think that's a strategy that's never been seen before in Art House. Now let's move on to Ben. See, now that the man has no forfeits, and he's just wringing out a paintbrush. So, you have glasses, you have a cloud. What's surrounding the cloud, Ben?
Well, the thing is, I'm not very good at painting 3D, so I figured maybe if someone has some 3D glasses, much like this cloud does, you'd be able to see this in a 3D way.
So those are 3D glasses from the cloud?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's producing 3D raindrops.
Okay. And 3D is made with red and blue, right?
Yeah.
That is very interesting, and I think that's a new strategy for this. So Josh, how's your man going?
He's now got a neck.
Okay, necks are important.
And now I'm going to do some raindrops, I think.
Okay. How are you going to do these raindrops?
I think I made a mistake by doing his hair.
Okay.
Same colour as
the
raindrops there. So
I mean, you
change the
can
colour.
change the color of the raindrops if you'd like.
Yes.
Just, I don't want to give you any hints, but it's art. You can go however you want
I
with
forgot for a minute that
No
it was art I was
problem.
doing.
Some people forget it's art. Moving on to Ben. So the glasses, so there's the red in one of the 3D glasses.
Yeah.
A minute and a half left for both of you, so make sure you get to painting. So are you gonna now blue, and he's bluing the other glass.
Exactly.
I like it.
Should we get some emotion? He's enjoying the 3D rain.
If you want to give him some nice rain, what is he raining on is a question that I think a lot of viewers here will be asking. That
I think you're right.
I think you should. I think that will complete the story. Well, while Ben thinks about that, let's see how Josh is going. 1 minute left. Oh, Josh, doing some nice raindrops.
I'm a specialist in raindrops.
He is. I like his technique of flicking upwards. It's kind of cool. I've never seen it before for raindrops, and it's working very well. So we have a blue-haired. What's the bit of orange sort of around his forehead?
Shading. Because
Okay.
the lights are coming from here, so it's getting a.
He has worked
shadow.
with the studio. That is a professional right there. So let's check on Ben. 30 seconds left. Ben, what are they raining on?
It's raining into a 3D hole. As you can see, the colours now starting to mix, blue and red. It's like getting a bit purple. It's quite cool, quite streaky. And basically, this hole will fill up with 3D over time, which is the idea I'm sort of going for, sort of concept that I have.
So it's a concept of a hole full of 3D.
Exactly.
15 seconds for the both of you, so get to painting. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, time is up. Please put down your paintbrushes, pick up your masterpieces, and join me in the middle. So, would you like to thank you very much? Now, I'm very excited. You both worked very hard. I think, Ben, would you like to flip your painting first?
This is Eric, the 3D cloud.
Okay.
He's got his 3D glasses on to be able to see the 3D rain he produces. He's really happy about it. He's actually really, he's surprised at, wow! And he's raining into a 3D hole that's gradually filling up with 3D.
I like that. Is that your name up there?
I've signed it just in case anyone wants to buy this later.
Hey, that's, Josh, we want to flip that around? I know your hands are a little painted. Ooh, that is really good.
Sorry, I'm just too impressed by that cloud.
I mean, so talk us through your thing.
So I tried to do it in a more serious manner, and I've gone for a person who is feeling very sad because it's raining. And not only is it raining, but it's like an acidic green rain. Oh. And the raindrops remind him of pears. And he just really wants to have a pear right now.
And I really like the sort of drips you've got going there. And I think just from sheer talent alone, Josh is our winner today, which means that will be hung up in the TFTV foyer, and I cannot wait for everybody to see it. Thank you both very much, and unfortunately that's all we have time for today. Join us next time on The Art House.